Hi, my name is Shelly Zalaznik, and I have been a LuLaRoe retailer for almost 3 years now. I onboarded in September of 2016. And I just wanted to talk about my story, my why, and why I continue to love LuLaRoe today. My story, I onboarded, and when I onboarded with almost nothing. I put everything on my credit cards. Everything that I bought went onto my credit card. So I went into debt essentially to start my business. But I saw the potential. I saw people selling these clothes. And not only that, I loved how they felt. They were comfortable. They made me feel beautiful. And that was something as a mom, I had come off of postpartum depression pretty badly around that same time. I've always dealt with lots of body issues my whole life. And the clothing gave me something that I never had before. I felt comfortable and I felt cute, which never has happened. It's either you kind of sacrifice cute for comfortable. And that's what I always thought. That's what I thought the normal was. So when I found these clothes, it took me from never wearing dresses to wearing dresses almost every day. I'm wearing one right now. I love the clothing. They called me. I placed my initial order and I started off running. I have cruise qualified every single month since I've joined, and it has not gone down. My sales have continued to go up since then. Kind of a little bit of the timeline with LuLaRoe, that's really just been incredible. So there's a few things. First of all, I started building these incredible relationships and customers. And also as a mom, again, I was working as a personal trainer before this, and I had literally no time for my daughter. I would go to work in the morning as a personal trainer. Your hours are typically morning hours and evening hours. And her bedtime, she'd wake up at 8 a.m. and go to bed at 8 p.m. And I was leaving before that and getting home after that. So I never saw my daughter. And one of my biggest things in my life was ever since I was a little girl in kindergarten, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up. And it was to be a mom. And that's always been something that's been near to my heart. And it's just always been something that I've wanted. And as a personal trainer, it's hard to be a mom and a stay-at-home mom, be able to watch your kids grow. And so when I found this opportunity, I went with it because I figured, why not? I mean, I knew I could do it. I felt like I had the confidence in myself that I could do it. So I just went for it. So before that, like I said, I was a personal trainer. So when I started, I cruise qualified, and something inside of me like lit. I don't know how else to explain that, but when I started to realize that I actually could do it, I mean, I knew I could do it, but there was that flicker of doubt. You know, there's that flicker of doubt in your mind all the time. There's so many things like that in your life that you have that flicker of doubt. And I just said, no, stop. No, don't listen to that. I'm not going to listen to you. And so when I started to build more confidence in myself, I literally went from kind of being shy a little bit. I was afraid, but I was like, I'm gonna go live. I started off going live not every single day, but a lot of the time. That was kind of one of my biggest things, was I love to go live. As a stay-at-home mom, I had the ability to go live. I had the ability to talk with women, build relationships, have friends that were all across the country, and that was something I absolutely loved about being a retailer. Is what I love about doing what I do. And so over time, there's been a lot of noise with LuLaRoe, all this different negative talk, and I've always been one to just drown out the negative talk and not listen to it. And it's helped me be successful in my business. Again, I've cruise qualified. My sales have only increased since then. So also, stay-at-home mom, I'm trying to keep track of what I'm talking about. So lots of things over, I would say, the last year have really popped out at me. I may get emotional, so just a heads up. I've gone through some really hard stuff this year. My older brother passed away on April 12th of this year. He had a Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and it was something we knew would happen one day. And it broke me. It hurt. It still hurts. now I'm recording this in the end of July, and it hurts me. But the one thing that LuLaRoe has given me is the ability to have built a relationship with my customers, my teammates, and for the once in my life when something hard happened, I did not feel alone. I felt like I had support and friends there for me, and I didn't feel alone. And even though it still hurts, I have an awesome community of people around me that have been loving and understanding and supportive of me. And that has been something that that's kind of my why. That's one thing that I absolutely love about this company, is how it's given me that ability. And I know you can probably build relationships with other companies in the same way, but LuLaRoe has given me that, and I'm so thankful for that. The other thing LuLaRoe did for me over the almost 3 years that I've been with them is given me a voice. In the past, the idea of talking about things that are hard was terrifying. I wouldn't do it. I would avoid it. I would completely avoid it. It wouldn't happen. And when with LuLaRoe, it's given me a voice to be able to talk about hard things, and again, still have that support behind me of people saying, I'm here for you, no matter what. That is my 4-year-old. So that has been, Vanessa, please stop. You're gonna have to give mommy a little bit, okay? Mom life. My husband is also my business partner. He kind of does my back office stuff. He does a lot of the shipping. He makes sure my customers get their orders very quickly. That's one of our kind of no miss things in our business. Sometimes things happen, but hi. It has been she found the other door. It has been awesome to have that with me as well. He does all my shipping, and it has helped me be able to focus on other things with my business. The other thing recently, over the last month or so, it's actually been almost a month now, I think, well, maybe not that long, maybe 3 weeks, we moved into a new house. So what you're seeing behind me is my new house. We originally lived in a small townhouse that I got when I was pregnant with her, which was before LuLaRoe. We lived in a small townhouse, and LuLaRoe quickly took over our townhouse. So LuLaRoe has given me the financial ability to buy an entire new house. One thing that I will talk about with me personally, I don't have a team. I should say I don't have a team. I have one group of friends, so like business partners that I have below me, but it hasn't been something that I focused on, and that is something that I absolutely love. I love being able to help people, but at the same time, I'm not really good at going out and recruiting, I guess you could say. I'm not one to want to go, and that's kind of a bad word to say because I know it's definitely an amazing opportunity to be a part of this company, but it's out of my comfort zone to be able to do that. So that was something that I love about this. When with other companies, if you sell $25,000 a month, you only make 15 to 30% of that, which I don't know much. I've never been able to sell that much with any other multi-level marketing. So with LuLaRoe, I'm able to sell, buy wholesale and sell at retail and make a really good profit on the items that I sell. And I do make a very good profit for our family. I'm able to, again, support our family, buy a new house. We also bought a new car about a year ago. My husband stays at home. We have a daughter. We're going to be having another. I'm not pregnant yet, but we're trying. And those are all things that never felt possible before LuLaRoe, ever. When we were in the townhouse, when we first moved there, I was afraid of the townhouse. I was afraid of those bills. How am I going to pay these bills? Because I was a personal trainer and we don't make a lot. I was working tons of hours and I didn't want to. I hated my life. I hated going to work. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be with my daughter. And now I get to be. And LuLaRoe's given me that. And no matter what anybody else says, any sort of negativity, I found my personal goals and my personal, not goals, but personal values in life aligned so well with LuLaRoe that it wasn't hard for me. It wasn't hard for me to be positive and to see a need and fill it, because I absolutely love getting to gift people things. And, you know, if somebody's having a bad day, like, you know, it's absolutely something that I love doing. I love making people happy. And that is something that also having tons of other people in the company that are the same way has made me feel just so aligned with the company. So LuLaRoe is an amazing company, an amazing opportunity. They give us this, like they say, a vessel, and it's really up to us what we do with it. You know, letting fear stop you and not going live or not going out and talking to people is, I mean, and I even sometimes have troubles going out and talking to people in real life, but don't let fear stop you. Fear is something that will just totally damper you. It will hold you back in your life, and no matter what you do. And that was something that I understood so well, and I was like, I'm not gonna let it. Like I said, I had that little flicker of I don't know, and I just said, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. And that was the biggest choice, the best choice that I ever made. So again, LuLaRoe has been an amazing opportunity for me. Thank you so much for watching this.